Hey guys, how y'all doing? It's your girl Ruth with another interesting series, topic, whatever it may be. Yeah, this one is a concern, y'all. What exactly are we teaching these our kids? Okay, what's really going on? Okay, as the latest clothes, materialistic stuff, and instead of making other people rich, instead of teaching them how to make stuff for their own self and for you, for you, all of y'all together as a whole, in order to maybe to teach them how to help you get the car, get the house, get the land, make a garden. You know what I'm saying? Instead of teaching the kids that, how to cook, how to sew, really even sometimes learning how to sew skin back together. We don't know what we finna go through, so if you have your first aid kit, are we teaching them that? CPR, if we get wounded, can they know how to sew it back together? How the pain pills are made, what you can use for pain, what's edible in nature, and what's not edible, how to clean their water, all this kind of stuff, washing, not only washing their clothes, cleaning up behind themselves, but being quiet, you know, practice that. How do they even know if anything happened and we have to be quiet? Do they know how to be quiet, or they gonna give us away and we'll get killed? All of us get killed or put into a camp. How to hide? Where is there hiding spots for them to go? You know, um, uh, how to use a weapon productively, and safely. Who to trust and who not to trust. Not only English, writing and reading and math, but codes and hand gestures and signs. Hobos even got different signs all over the place that they need to pay attention to. Who's good, who's bad, where to go for food, where to do different stuff. Making up your own type of things. You know what I'm saying? Um, Let me see what to do. Yeah, if everything go dark or everything go cold or get hot, what's prepared for that? What you gonna do? How they gonna do it? Say that they so worried about this, materialistic and electrons. What electronic stuff last year showed us that. What are they gonna do instead? If everything's dark outside, what do you have in place for that? Everything gets cold. What do you have in place for that? If everything gets shut off and it's cold, we just went through that not too long ago, and nobody cared. You know, Stop worrying about the gossip, the mess, stupid stuff. I mean, it's time to start training our kids. What if something happened to us? What your kids gonna do? How they gonna survive? Have you taught them anything? Will they put them in them homes or foster homes? How to taught how to survive in that? You know, who to talk to, who to pay attention to. Now we know we got predators all over the place. Okay, so if they get a predator, what did that child? I hate to, this is something I'm sorry to say, but would they get a predator? How are they going to use? Tell them how to use that predator for their own benefit. You know, Except God forbid, creators forbid if they use their bodies, but we're gonna have to blow their minds up where they're gonna have to learn how to ignore the body being hurt and go into the mind and learn how to use them predators for their benefit. I mean, I know that sounds harsh, y'all. I'm sorry. I know about this kind of stuff, believe me. Do you have your, yeah, like I say, survival gear, first aid kit? Do they know how to use it? You know? Um, yeah, like, do they know how to help you if you get sick or hurt or whatever? Are they helping you now? Have you trained them to help you now? You know? Do they know how to use computers? I know most kids are on computers, but how does it work? How do you put it together and take it apart? You know what I'm saying? There's just some things that I'm thinking about. That was my purpose that I tried to do with my kids. Make robots. How they made science. How do they put things together to make different things for different reasons? How does the science work? How does it work what's in your house? What are the chemicals? Are you reading the ingredients of the stuff that you buy? You know what that means, the stuff that's in the things? You know? How do they decipher that and make sure it's not going to be in their stuff, picking the right things? I take that out of that. How do they clean in their water? It's going to be a time right now that we can't use water. How do you clean the water? Do we have a microscope? and to look at the water and the food that's because it's half the food is made in the laboratory. How what to look at the food and see if it's poison, what's on it. How do they wash that off? How do they make it clean? See if it's good. So no excuses as to we have no knowledge of how to do this. Everything is open. The internet, everything is open for us to find out how to make things on our own. People are getting rich without even going to school or college. Just buy the equipment and teach yourself. You know, and how do they know how to make videos or make a video of something happen bad, or how do they teaching them all kind of ways of everything. Home Alone movies like that and other movies, it tells you to make sure your kids know how to survive on their own, with or without you. So how to survive without any material things and still be happy and helpful, being an asset in a world of liabilities, okay? If you know what I mean, you know. And about build a robot, buy a robot and take it apart. See how it is assembled. What kind of material it is. Is it lead? Is it aluminum? Is it iron? You know what I'm saying? What all those things are, and why are they important? How do they tick? How do they tick in us? Because we're full of all of that, you know. So they're making a robot exactly what we are. What are parts of the body? What's going on in the inside of the body? Why is every part important in the body? Why? What do you got to eat for that part of the body? Stuff like that. Um, yeah, let me see, good what you know. Yeah, I know my nephew used to build computers with TVs, you know. So start with that. You know what I'm saying? How the radio work, how TV work, and internet work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's so many things we should be doing instead of worrying about sex, money, people like I said, gossiping and putting each other down. We all have something to be doing. That's why we in where we in right now. If we're gonna change the world, we gotta find out how everything ticks, how the government ticks, why the government's still here, what is the purpose of the government, why is it so much over the people, just different little things. I ain't gonna get off in there too much, but you know, um, if it's not going to, if oh, let me see what I got. Yeah, if it's not for the greater good, the sex and the money. I'm not saying anything wrong with those things, but we already know it's headed towards not having paper money. So what are we gonna do about that? Are we going back to trading? Are we gonna go back? What did they do before money came? Stuff like that. If you're just having babies, what are you teaching the babies? Are you building a team? Like we'll say, I'm building a team and drink. Are we building that? What's to be unstoppable? Not to go through and worry about the same old BS we all went through when having the kids. They got to go through the same crap. Worried about a boyfriend, going to sex, gossiping, all that kind of stuff, making them more depressed and anxious and just angry too. If you're gonna have all them babies, why don't you make it where you're gonna make the babies not program, but just teaching them how that each one is important and teach them how to do different things for survival to help the family, to get to the next level. Just don't have them just throw them out there and let the society teach them, because that didn't work, especially didn't work for us. I just think it's time to really wake up and see what's been happening, and it's getting close, you know. And what's your emergency plan? Like I say, in order to survive and things happen, hide. If you have to hide, where you gonna go? Um, if you die, do the kids know how to do this? Like I was talking about at first, in your house, on your land, in your apartment, etc. Do you have anything set up? Back in my day, we used to go to the schoolhouses, and the churches would be our survival places, to go and had different places we could stay and stuff like that. But they don't have that anymore. We just out free. We just running wild. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, do we have a safe place to go and be? What are your plans for that? Just things to think about. When teaching them how to lie and when to lie. Safe reasons that they have to do that. We teach them anyway when we tell them, tell that person I'm not home, or tell her, don't answer that door, I don't want the people. We teaching them then to lie, tell them I'm not there. We teaching them already. The world teaching them how to lie. Well, I want to show them how to lie productively. You know what I'm saying? Find out who or what are stealing the children. Help your kids not to be taken. What's going on with that? You know, everything's set up to help for this to happen anyway. My day back in the day, kids from high school, junior high, elementary all got off at the same time, the bell rung. So the older kids can go pick up the younger kids and everybody can walk home together. These days, the young kids may get out of school last, or they don't get out at the same time anymore. So how much crime and how much kidnapping is going on with that? That's set up. You know what I'm saying? They set that up for that to happen. Um, to abuse them and stuff. Change the school. Okay. Change the hours when they get out, and then more abuse happen. It's just, I don't know, just some things I want to put on your mind right quick. And I mean, we gotta be smarter than what we are, cause this ain't it. And we studying program. We letting stuff overpower us that don't even supposed to be overpower us. We supposed to bend let all this take control of a lot of things that go on. Okay. All right. This girl Ruth signing off. This is what I want to say right quick. Love y'all, and I hope it helped in some type of way. Okay. Maybe getting you thinking. Maybe for those that are doing it, I commend y'all. That's fantastic. I mean, fishing, crabbing, how to survive in the wild. You know what I'm saying? Camping, how to get mosquito apparent. They be complaining about mosquitoes. What they need to put on them that's natural. Mother Nature's plants and stuff. What's edible out there in the wild. You know what I'm saying? What's bad and what's good in the wild for them to eat. You know what I'm saying? Or outside in the city. We don't have to go in the wild. Just outside in the city. Because I know a lot of Mother Nature's edible plants, they say don't get it if it's right by the freeway or it's right where a lot of activity, because the plants get activity in them like that, and it'll make you have it, and make you in a depressed state and all that kind of stuff. So you have to be careful where to pick the Mother Nature's edible foods that are very healthy. Y'all know I already talk about that on our ancestors HM product. Y'all already know I do all that and here when I be doing. But anyway, y'all, just something to think about, and getting the dogs and animals involved as well, and kids. All right, love y'all. I just hope I'm help some type of way. Just some things that I know I need to get back on, and I try to stay on, but I'm not excellent at it either. I'm trying to learn and try to see and open my eyes more as well. Okay. All right, but love y'all. Thank y'all for listening. All right, bye.